a mortgage burning party without actually burning the mortgage papers. Goodbye, mortgage. Up in flames. My name is John Cooper. I paid off my mortgage at 30 years old, and it took me 3 years and 2 months. I was inspired by my mother. When she was downsized during the dot-com bubble, she struggled to pay off the mortgage and raise 2 children on her own. I didn't want to find myself in the same situation. My mortgage was like $250,000. That's a lot of money, so I just wanted to, get rid of it as fast as possible and be able to enjoy the rest of my life. Unfortunately, there's no easy secret to paying your mortgage off early. And before you ask, no, I'm not related to Donald Trump, and no, I don't have a trust account the size of Paris Hilton. I worked 3 jobs, worked my full-time job at a Petrie consulting firm, and then on the weekends and evenings I would do freelance writing. So, while people were out having a good time, I was usually inside on my computer working. I worked at a supermarket, No Frills, as a clerk there. It wasn't the most glamorous job, but it helped me pay off my mortgage, so I can't complain about that. To pay off my mortgage sooner, I've been living in the basement and renting out the upstairs. You can get a lot more rent living in the basement, and it just didn't make sense to live upstairs on my own in a 3-bedroom house. I could get double the rent from renting out the upstairs and pay down my mortgage a lot sooner. I live very frugally. I cycle to work, pack my own lunch, and make my own dinner at home. Craft dinner's probably been my best friend the last 3 years. My coworkers and friends, they go traveling all the time, but for me, my most exciting trip was the 24-hour bus ride to Wisconsin. And that included a midnight stopover in Detroit, Michigan, which I care not to repeat. I've certainly had to sacrifice a lot. Friends have invited me out, and I've, had to turn them down or maybe suggest some more frugal options. In my opinion, it was worth the sacrifice for, 3 years, 2 months. Ding dong, the mortgage is dead. It feels like the weight of the world has been lifted off my shoulders.
Good job, Sean.
Thank you for
Awesome.
bearing by me while I couldn't burn the papers very well.
Yay.
Well, thank you. I don't do this every day,
I don't know how we did it. I actually sat down and tried to plan out my finances and see if I could actually do something like that, but no, it's incredible.
Sean's achievement is amazing. It's like, I don't know how he did it, but one thing I can say about Sean is that he's just super dedicated.
Now that I've paid off my mortgage, a lot of people are asking me what's next. I'm going to loosen up and enjoy some of the things that I've been depriving myself of. The first thing I plan to do is travel. First on my list of places to visit is the happiest place on earth, Disney World. Maybe I should get a glass of water. Maybe I should get a glass of water.
Don't do that, don't do that.
Step on it?
Don't step on it.